It's really good against Shin, by the way. Like, on paper at least, it's good zone. You at least have to trace us out of that, and that's already a lot of value.
And you have the flicker, it's almost guaranteed that you will get the grab.
Yep.
Now, Onic, do they want to play marksman here and play with a kite?
I think if the Lunox goes mid, you gotta go fighter here.
That's true. But what do you want to go for? I mean, Lapu Lapu is probably...
Oh my lord.
Still going for the Claude.
Oh my lord. This is ridiculous greed. This is the greed they see in the, they talk about in the Bible.
I mean, is it though? Or do they want to just divert the attention of Kalea? Because it is a single target hero, right? Now you have multiple threats to solve.
But you need so many resources.
If you win in the early game, there's only one.
Every single.
Yeah, exactly. So like, if Evos win early game, it's done. Right?
Yeah.
Like, they can scale. Yeah, but if the jungle is taken, then Claude will have to farm with the Shin and the Lunox. Last pick in the gold lane against the Claude. What is it gonna be? Against the Claude. Yeah, I thought about the Moskov as well. Nice. Oh my lord.
Wow.
Yo, I like it.
That's one way to guarantee a late game.
Making his return in MPL ID after so long. So here we go, game 3 of the International Derby. Still Onic against Evos. Will Evos do the unthinkable? Or will Onic again show that they are the Sky Kings?
This game will take one of the teams to match point. Ladies and gentlemen, let's witness action here. Will it be Onic or will it be Evos?
Well, down bottom. Claude against the Natan. You get a few trades, especially, but the Claude is quite weak early game. The Natan can poke around with the skill 1, and just like that, Adelan shows dominance against Skylar down bottom. And at least this Natan will become an insurance in the late game for Evos. But Onic, I would say that they do have that late game insurance with the Claude too. But this lineup is so greedy. Everyone has to share the farm. The Lunox is quite greedy. Oh, 2-man lift off. That's pretty good from Suelo. And then you have to share farm with the Shin. Plus the Claude too, who needs extra gold. In which we know in this patch, they have nerfed it down to the ground. Emblems by Games Max. We do see that it's going to be the weakness finder from the Natan. Still the traditional way of the Natan. Let's see if Evos can activate Erlan.
Good early trades though for Evos so far. And with Heat rotating towards the bottom side, not showing though. And that will allow Onic to have more control in the mid. But nothing too crazy just yet here. Both team just hovering around, perhaps looks for an angle, but doesn't really find the window just yet.
Split from Rendy. The glue will have a very good time just screening away the Shin, grabbing onto the Shin, forcing the traceless, and then the Shin becomes quite vulnerable. When it comes to the team fights, here goes the turtle take. Onic, they have lay claim on this.
Yeah, that's going to be level 4 here for Kai. Oh, that's a big stun. They want to fight. That's a stun as well. Albert very low, still able to get out with the shadow. Onic now with 4 members around the river. Rendy, though, will mount Keyboy with Sway low. Providing the damage, but AOG will be the difference maker there. 0-0 on the board, but Onic, they got the turtle.
At least the Gatot now is in the hands of Onic, so they can go in for small trades. Oh!
That's a steal from Albert. That's a bold move coming from his own ex-teammate there.
Man, you deep in the night, Albar Bob. With that steal with the purple buff. Kyrie again. If we would be fair and talk about the entire series, I'd say Albert has been 2 steps ahead of Kyrie in most of the matches, or rather the games we have seen. And now in this, it feels like it's just adding insult to injury. Kyrie is close by, and Onic with the Gatot Kacha. At least this time they have an avenue to open up the fights, and if needs be, Keyboy can just back away with the AOG defensively. So far, this is the second time Rendy will play this glue, has a 1 win in his pocket. So at least no more Alices, right? We've seen Rendy multiple times playing the Alice. Albert.
That's Albert now blazing the way. Pops. Erlan pops his own entropy. Oh, great.
Whoa!
Skylar is able to clear and get away. That's a 3v1 technically. Take a look at Keyboy though, engaging on 3 members. I don't think that's a right call. And that's gonna be first blood for Erlan. That's a little bit questionable coming from Keyboy.
Keyboy! Not one of the best series he has ever played so far in his career. That Khalid game previously kind of costed them the game too. Uh-oh. Erlan is gonna munch on this gold plate.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be so valuable of the Natan.
Very,
1 kill to his name too.
very valuable, right? Now with no gold shield in the gold lane for Onic, they have to be concerned. That's going to be the second neutral objective now. Onic taking it. Wendy pops the flicker. Let's see, they want to contest Kyrie, called a retribution, but that's a big taunt. Alongside Lupi in the front side, Erlan though is reheating. Now they want to jump, they want to fight. Keyboy somehow isolated, sway low now. Will
Skylar.
be the target by Skylar, but that's going to be the Tsunami Slam. Not finding the follow-up. That's going to be a 1-for-1, a roam for Sky. A worth the trade for Evos.
Man, Skylar, he thought he had enough damage with the Blazing Duet to kill off Key. But then the BMI expires and Lutfi is under danger too.
Definitely, man. That's a penetration. Erlan takes the 200 gold freely again.
This is not looking good for Onic. The Natan is supposed to be a late game hero, and then you give him 3 kills. You give him the gold plate. You give him everything. Setting Erlan up for success. Kyrie up top with Albert. Will we see a 1v1? I don't think so. Not quite wise to take that. Now Onic. They have to farm quick because Evos are just crawling on them, snowballing with all this lead. And how do they even farm quick? Because they have to distribute everything evenly. 3 core members that are very greedy and needs gold heavily. We'll have to share all the burden together. And Keyboy, quite a bit out of hand now. MPL IDX streamer. Aldi, Lupi, and Jeffrey Nicole.
Hey! That's a celeb right there, Jeff Nicole.
He's a boxer.
He's a boxer. But welcome, welcome indeed.
Welcome.
1,500 gold lead. Definitely not ideal for Onic.
I wish I looked like Jeffrey Nicole.
Come again?
I wish I looked like him.
You look like him.
I don't.
You do look like him. Realize. No worries. Yeah, I was about to say healthy lead for Evos, but I feel like Onic still definitely has some counter plays here with the composition that they have, right? With Lunox, with Claude, so
Yep.
Evos, they gotta stay locked in here for that last neutral objective by Keyboy now. Gathering information. Pops the bravest fighter early there for Lutfi. As Evos, they will now take the turtle. Slowly.
Excuse me, the counterplay from Onic is locking down Erlan. They have that avenue in the AOG. Plus the Blazing Duet. That's going to be the big moment they're looking for. Randy.
Yeah, that's going to be Keyboy isolated. Taken down surely with Revitalize popped. That's going to be another kill on the board for Erlan. That's big. 2,500 gold now for Evos as Skylar is just desperately looking for a farm.
A mega kill for the Natan on the 7th minute. It doesn't look good for Onic. Again, Natan is the hero you want to bank on the late game. It's going to need a few items before it can get online. But 4 kills feeding Erlan. And look at how easy he shreds the structures. Thankfully though for Skylar, he is keeping tabs and keeping score 10 levels above. Look at this, Keyboy.
AOG taunt as well, but Suelo has a Crimson Beacon. That will be the knockup from Suelo. That will be all.
Onic are desperate to make a play again. That window is for the AOG to pop, and then the smoke can come in.
Tsunami Slam towards the back. That's going to be Evos looking for the collapse. Oh my goodness, the damage will be enough to take Kyrie down. Now, with the Shadow Kill pop, Lutfi will not survive that one. As 3 members are off the board for Onic and Evos. They just got to trade for Key.
The Forgotten Tiger again shall be remembered. 5-0-2. Unstoppable on this Natan. And Gani, this is just the Natan. We haven't even talked about Albert.
Yeah.
As the Hayabusa. It feels like he's 1v5ing everything. But again, Evos are doing good work to try and peel away the Natan. With the glue, with the Kalea, the threat is always there. Randy can always just mount up the members of Onic and stand there for days as the barricade, as to not let Onic access the backline, because Erlan will be the cornerstone for Evos. Again, still looking for that moment, that fight. Bravest fighter popped.
Yeah, they want to fight this one. That's going to be Tsunami Slam committed. He will be the first one to fall as Randy is looking to tank it all. Taking it back. That's going to be Shadow Kill by Albert. Huge stun. Stop the momentum going. Finally, a winnable trade there for Onic, but keep in mind Erlan has the Holy Crystal. That's bad news for Onic.
It is winnable, but can they celebrate it? Because the kill is only going towards Key. Erlan stays untouched as Onic again and again desperate to make a play. And this Lord take for Evos, mind you, is very good because they have the Natan. It's gonna shred to pieces quickly. As for Onic, all I have to do is just wait and hope that Kyrie can land the Retribution. But as of now, a 2-level deficit for Kyrie. Up against Albert. It's all crumbling down for Onic. 4.9k gold lead, mounting up to 5. Malefic Roar for Albert, extra damage. Onic, man, what do they do here? It seems like it's gonna be so hard. But we have seen them turn things around. The Lord for Evos.
Albert collects the Lord, that's a stun. That's gonna be Erlan here. E-Boy misses the AOJ. Lupi brings it down. That's gonna be Erlan almost taken down, but Kai will be the one to fall. That's going to be Albert here, stuck, isolated. Still has the shadow. And good night, Onic. As Evos, they claim the triple and they got the Lord.
The White Tigers unleashed. From peasants to predators. They look to end the Sky Kings in game number 3, possibly going for match point, but it is still far from over. The Lord will march in from the bottom side of the lane. But if you take a look at Onic now, they are the ones trembling in fear. Their godly abode under siege as Evos, with that land behind their backs, it's going to be hard to stop. This Lord will come down bottom. That top side still slow pushing. Taking down the structure. They're going to focus on that bottom side turret too. Pop the Holy Shield and maybe look for an angle.
Let's see. Holy Shield popped. Base turret still alive for now. That's going to be the Tsunami Slam on towards Keyboy. AOG defensively. Oh my goodness, Sans almost melted down there. Now they're sieging the mid lane. Seems like they will still be able to defend this one as the top. They should hold it up, but in 20 seconds, the Holy Shield will be on the bottom side. That's Albert finding a kill again. Evos now with the 5v4. Will they be able to push and apply more pressure as Albert finds the shadow and will back away for now. They want the mid lane though.
This is so uncharacteristic of the Sky Kings. What has happened to them? Evos are just running around rings. And now, Onic. Their defense also not really the best, right? And we talked about that moment that they were looking for. That single team fight, that single initiation. Coming in with Skylar with the Blazing Duet, but then you have Key as the Kalea to peel away. That insta-lock CC with the Tsunami Slam will either force the Purify or make Onic back away. And they were also good with the targeting. They took down Keyboy to make sure that they have access to the backline easily. The AOG no longer off an offensive tool. Now though, Onic will have to be ready for round number 3 to defend their base. They will have to clear it quickly. They don't have the best wave clear.
They don't. They're holding on though so far. 20 seconds here with a 9,000 gold lead for Evos. I don't think Onic can collapse, can look for a contest. The damage profile, I don't think is there right now.
They're gonna concede this, Goni. They're gonna concede this. They're gonna let this go unless there is a heroic play to be made. But the Diamond's Heroes needs to be the leader like Keyboy.
Yeah, Keyboy here looking for the Hail Mary play, will not find anything. What a reaction from Evos. That will signal them to, yeah, this is a free Lord. Funnily enough, Keyboy popped the Revitalize knowing in that position that he would not survive. But hey, this Lord might take Evos to match point.
It might. And Kyrie scraping to the remains of what could be salvaged. Up top, he was able to push down the wave and get that structure. Skylar has the winner crown. He's gonna bank on possibly a blazing duet and then pop the winner crown so that he can be untargetable. But still, Evos, they have an insta-kill button with the Natan. This Natan is just too insane. 6-0-4. It feels like Onic are finally challenged, are finally tested. Can they hold on? Can they clear this?
Yeah, that's gonna be an entropy popped early.
What?
Wow, Lutpi. Now you see him, now you know. Now it's a 5v4. The base turret will fall with the Lord still up. It's a 6v4. Finally, they take care of it. Now Skylar with the blazing duet looks for an angle. That's a big two-man knock up and down goes Keyboy. Take a look at the base. The mid waves are crashing as Evos. They will lock it down. And they will have the final say in game 3. The White Tigers are at match point.